Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of the Amber Tree Wellness TV, your weekly dose of health and well-being. My name's Angela, Counsel, and thank you for joining me. Well, I've got a really exciting topic to talk to you about today, and it's belly bugs. What are belly bugs? Belly bugs are the bacteria which grow within your digestive tract, and we have good bugs and bad bugs. And do you realise that we actually have more bacteria growing within our gut than we do cells in our body? And it can weigh several kilos. So that's what we've all got going on within our gut. And some of it's bacteria, some of it's yeast, some of it's parasites. This is all growing inside of us, and everyone's going, yuck. Now, some of this is really, really good for us, and we really need that. Some of it is unhealthy. And unfortunately, the balance between the healthy and the unhealthy for the majority of people is it's really skewed towards the unhealthy. So what happens when we get this overgrowth of unhealthy bacteria? Well, we get sick. We get an imbalance within our immune system because 80% of our immune system lies within our gut wall, and it needs healthy gut bacteria to make it work. We get poor absorption of nutrients because some specific nutrients actually require healthy bacteria to activate them. And other nutrients just need the bacteria there to break the foods down and to release the nutrients so it can get into our body. So we need all of these healthy nutrients, but the unhealthy nutrients causes symptoms. It causes skin problems. It can cause things like asthma. Is a really strong connection between asthma and eczema and overgrowth of negative bacteria. And how does it get there? Well, some of us are born with negative bacteria and a lot of bad bacteria, and there's a couple of reasons for that. When we come down the birth canal, as the baby comes down the birth canal, it takes a gulp of gut bacteria, and that's how you get your natural gut bacteria. So if mum's got a really good healthy growth of healthy gut bacteria, the baby's going to get that too. If mum's got an overgrowth of bacteria and candida and all these other negative organisms, that's what the baby's going to get. Now, not all babies are born vaginally. So some babies are born Caesar. Now, if they don't come down the birth canal, they don't even get their gut bacteria. So they're basically born sterile. There's very little in there. There's a little bit, but not a lot. So they don't have a lot of bacteria. So once the baby's born, how we then grow healthy bacteria is through breastfeeding. The breast milk has nutrients that are required to grow healthy bacteria. So if a baby is a Caesar-born baby and it's fully breastfed for at least the first 6 months, there's a good chance that they'll be growing some bacteria. You can help it out a little bit using probiotics to grow even more of it. So then as we get older and we start to introduce foods, the foods also influence the bacterial overgrowth within our guts. Some foods feed the healthy bacteria and some foods feed the negative bacteria. Foods that feed the negative bacteria are basically sugars and yeast. So all of your processed foods and your processed grains and everything that converts really quickly to sugar feeds that overgrowth of bacteria. What feeds the healthy bacteria are whole foods. Foods, your vegetables, your plant foods, cultured foods are really good for naturally increasing positive bacteria. So yogurt is a cultured food, but when I'm talking yogurt, I'm talking your natural yogurts, not the ones that are full of sugars and fruits and all of that. Natural yogurts, which actually have probiotics in them. So probiotics are actually, they are the bacteria that we need in our gut, and some people will take a probiotic as a supplement, but yogurts will have probiotics in them. And other foods that have probiotics in them are things like kefirs. Now, kefir, you can either do a milk kefir or you can do a water kefir. And then they're just a fermented drink. Kombucha is another one, which is a cultured tea. It's another drink. And then you've got your cultured vegetables, things like sauerkraut. But there's lots of cultured foods. And if we add more cultured foods to our diet, we'll be naturally getting probiotic type foods which grows our healthy bacteria. So that's just a bit of an overview, not an overgrowth, of what's going on within your stomach. and within your whole digestive tract. Now what we want to do is shift the balance from too much unhealthy bacteria to lots of healthy bacteria. And as I said, you can do that with diet. I use herbs when I'm working with my clients to actually make it happen a little bit quicker, to kill some of these off. Still need to do the diet, but do actually use a few herbs to bring these down. And I do recommend probiotics, which you can get in your health food stores from your practitioner. Capsule probiotics will help you, and also your cultured foods. So I hope you've learned a bit about that. If you want to know more about cultured foods, if you've got any questions about that, pop them down below. Let me know. What do you do? Do you culture any of your own foods, ferment your own foods? Have you ever tried any of these foods? Would you be open to doing so? Let me know, and I'll come through and I'll join the conversation with you. Feel free to share this video with all your friends and families, and until next week, I'll see you then. Bye. Hi, just before I go, I thought I'd just let you know about some really exciting presentations that I've got coming up over the next couple of months. They're called Finding Balance in Today's Busy World. Now, if you're continually juggling, trying to get family, your work, your relationships, your health, your well-being, everything, you've got all these balls in the air and it's just all falling apart around you, come along and I'm going to teach you the 3 key steps that you need to find balance in your life. The link to the webpage is below the video, so go and have a look and you'll see all the dates, the venues. Some of them are webinars, some of them are live events. Book in, register, completely free, and I really look forward to seeing you at one of my presentations where you can find balance in your life. Thanks very much. Bye.